your happiness.
We welcome you.
Leur Majesté demande la présence des barons de l'île du Dragon Dormant.
Way! Way! Make way! For His Excellency, Reinhard Bassarat Draculesti, his Dragon Dormant's fierce conqueror, proven through those he tried to purchase with troublous old coins. So the swords he mounted his wage, which could not take place due to them being not yet approved. And the much prettier, Her Excellency Diana Doucette, organized a devoted, powerful healer and defender who ensured no harm would come to our dear bear. Together, their warmth, courage, and joie de vivre will be remembered to have guided us through the darkness of the Great Plague. Faites place pour son Excellence, Reinhard Bassarat Draculesti, le conquérant féroce de l'île Dragon Dormant, tel que prouvé par ceux qu'il tenta d'acheter avec des écus d'or en chevelure, ainsi que toutes les guerres dont il a su remporter. Il ne pouvait point se débuter car leur nature était non approuvée par guerre. Et la merveilleuse, son Excellence Léana Doucette, organisée, puissante, soignante et défendresse dévouée, qui s'assurera de la santé et de la sécurité de la population de notre chère baronnie. Avec leur courage et leur joie de vivre, ce chaleureux couple nous aura aidés à traverser les ténèbres de la grande peste.
We welcome everyone to this excellent day of bardic champions and the investiture outgoing for Your Excellency's IDD. Please, everyone, take what comfort you may.
Et ceci ouvre réellement la cour de leur Majesté.
Your Excellency, I believe you have some business you wish to do.
We do. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Nous suspensons donc la cour de leur Majesté le Daïs et Philippe.
Ainsi s'ouvre la cour de leurs excellences, Reinhard Bassarat Draculesti et Léana Doucette.
Yes, please.
Leurs excellences demandent, Their Excellencies request the presence of Angus McHealy and Tadea Isabetta Di Bruno.
Sorry. In the kitchen.
All right.
Sir Angus, Mr. Stadia, I'm pretty sure that everybody knows here that you are mentors for everybody. Your example and leadership has always been a foundation that we found able for us to be able to find our footing in everything that we were doing. No, this will be in English only, sorry. You always have been outstanding representative of the barony wherever you go. Your words are wisdom for everybody throughout the kingdom. And for this, we see this proper for us to do this.
May it be heard throughout the land, this proclamation of gratitude and admiration, through unwavering passion, sage counsel, and caring hearts. Tadea Elisabetta Di Bruno and Angus McKeely have unparalleled dedication helping set the foundations of the barony. They have become a shining beacon across the known world for what the barony and populace strive to be. We wish to recognize you with the Order of Squamifer's Fortune for all that you have done for the barony and its people. And as we are certain your tale is not finished and is undoubtedly holds many great deeds to come, we are eager to be a part of them. Scroll and Illumination by Mariette Montagne, words by Duncan McSeward, and calligraphy by Eliana Doucette. For Angus and Tadea, the newest recipients of the Order of the Squamifer's Fortune.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Leurs Excellences demandent, Their Excellencies request the presence of les champions baronial champions.
Oh, you may, if you wish.
Avant de vous remercier de tous les services que vous avez faits dans le cercle pour des années, donc tout récemment.
We wanted to thank you for the service that you have provided through the years. Some of you have served during the Blake times. Some others have been champions since this order. Ah, ok. Telle est la nature que malheureusement nous devons vous relâcher des serments que vous nous avez faits. We must release you from the oath that you have given us. As is tradition as well, though, we expect our champions to secure the thrones and keep them safe until our heirs sit upon. Nous espérons que vous allez protéger les trônes jusqu'à ce que nos héritiers puissent y siéger. Pouvons-nous tenir sur vous?
Oui.
Absolument. Thank you very much.
Pour les champions sortants, for the exiting champions, and their service et leur service.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
I am normally a person of many words, though currently they fail me. Je suis normalement quelqu'un de bout de verbe et j'ai peu de mots pour expliquer comment je m'en sens. Being your Baron was one of the most amazing privilege I was being given. Être votre baron a été le privilège le plus grand que j'ai pu avoir. We laughed, we loved, we had so much fun with all of you. On a pu rire, sourire, aimer avec vous, et on a grandi avec vous. We grew up with you. We keep everything that we've experienced with you as part of us and hope that we can live in each of you just a tiny bit. On espère qu'on peut vivre à travers vous juste un petit peu. When I became a baron, apparently a lot of people were afraid that I would be declaring wars on neighbors, on Eldemir, which I am not yet. My heirs are very, 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 very anxious to know if I will be declaring a war in the next 5 minutes. I bring troubling news, Your Majesty.
What news is this?
When we became barons, we found testimonies that the barons of Skraeling Althings were stealing from the fabric of my barony. Without paying taxes. They saw fit, and we had spies intercept this following. This is a book produced by the barons of Skraeling-Alting, and I read it to you all here. Border Security Intelligence Report for the barony of Skraeling-Alting. And as you see, Your Majesty, within it is several of our key locations marked by their barony standard. And they even say, "Gotcha? Now it's your turn." I will not be declaring war over this, though I hope Your Majesty can deliver this to our heirs, and maybe they'll do something about it. That's all I got. Yes, you may translate in French, please. Okay.
Alors, Son Excellence dit que Skraeling-Alting nous a fait quelques menaces au début de leur règne. Et puis, ils ont même remis un livre que Son Excellence a remis au royaume. Alors, même si Son Excellence ne déclare pas ainsi la guerre, il espère que justice sera rendue par leurs excellences.
War. No. Thank you very much.
Pour les services de nos chers barons, leurs excellences Reinhard Bassarat Draculesti et Léana Doucette.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Herein closes the final court of their excellencies Reinhard Bassarat Draculesti and Léana Doucette.
Et ceci réouvre la cour de leur majesté. Matthias et David.
So, Your Excellencies, you have done fabulous work for the barony through these years. It would be remiss if we did not thank you with gifts for the work that you have done. We have some fine gifts from the kingdom.
Pour le cadeau généreux de leur majesté envers la baronnie. Vivas!
Vivas! Vivas!
Your Excellency, I understand what it is to be a territorial baron and to retire, and we give you this gift of retirement. Very much.
Pour la retraite des barons de la part des princes qui ont très généreusement contribué. Vivas!
Vivas! Vivas!
Leur majesté demande en leur présence Reinhard et Léana, barons et baronnes de l'île du Dragon dormant.
So, you both are incredible individuals, and you are a credit to the barony of the Dragon Dormant. And the work you have done as sitting barons should be recognized. Liana, everyone speaks to you of your kindness, your ferocity on the rapier field, and no one here dare say anything bad about you because there is nothing to say but good things. I would say take this opportunity to take a nap because you are not going to have a lot of opportunities coming up.
Pour le service des barons de l'île du Dragon dormant.
So, Reinhard, as you have said, I've seen you grow up in this role, from squire to member of the Order of the Chivalry. You have taken the work to heart, served your people well. You have done it with aplomb and honor. And it is, again, now time for you to take a rest. You have new journeys that you'll be on. And we would have you put this burden down now, so others, worthy others, may take it in your seat. You have left the barony very visibly. But I would take this from you now.
Pour les services acharnés de la baronne et du baron de l'île du Dragon Normand, Reinhardt, Eliana!
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Can I help my wife down first?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Have
His
a
Majesty
seat.
did say don't go too far.
You did.
Don't be part of it.
Okay, both of you. So, Reinhardt, as I just said, you have served the barony well, and it would be amiss for us not to have you go unadorned in this new round. So we would see you raised to the station that you deserve to be and grant you a court barony.
Baron, Seigneur, gentes dames, recevez les salutations de vos souverains Matthias et Phelan. Notre confiance en nos barons est sans limite. Reinhardt, baron de notre île du Dragon Dormant, a su répondre à nos attentes. Infatigable, sans peur et sans reproche, il a vaillamment gardé nos frontières et confronté avec courage nos ennemis, faisant ainsi rayonner la splendeur du royaume de l'Est. Fier de nous représenter, il a fait régner la paix, partager sa joie de vivre et contribuer au bonheur des siens. C'est pourquoi nous le nommons avec grande joie baron de notre cour, avec tous les devoirs et privilèges reliés à cet honneur. Signé en notre main et remis devant témoins, assemblé en ce 24 février, anno Societatis 58, lors de l'anniversaire de l'investiture de notre baronnie de l'île du Dragon Dormant. Les mots par Shadia Alzara et la calligraphie et l'enluminure par Wenya Arnael Sienne. Excusez. Pour notre nouveau baron de cour, viva!
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
I think it's going to be your turn.
Léana Doucet est à nouveau demandée devant Ses Majestés.
We didn't want to have you do the stairs twice. Leanna, the work you have done is fairness, much like the work Reinhardt has done is exemplary. And the caring you've shown the people of Ville de Dragon deserves recognition on its own, and we would also have you not go forth unadorned.
Peuple du puissant royaume de l'Est, Matthias, roi par les armes, et Phelan, sa reine, vous salue. C'est notre désir et notre volonté qu'il soit connu de tous, que nous reconnaissons le travail inlassable de notre fidèle Léana Doucet. Portant fièrement la couronne de notre baronnie de l'île du Dragon Dormant, elle a, pendant de nombreuses années, entouré le peuple de son affection inconditionnelle, inspirant les plus hauts faits par sa droiture et sa grande douceur. Ainsi, c'est avec une joie profonde que nous la nommons baronne de notre cour, avec tous les devoirs et privilèges reliés à cet honneur. Fait de notre main et présenté devant nos sujets en liesse, assemblés pour les festivités de la fête de l'investiture de notre bien-aimée baronnie de l'île du Dragon Dormant, en ce 24e jour du mois de février, de la 58e année de notre société. Les mots par Shadia Alzara et l'enluminure et la calligraphie par Wenya Calligraphie par William Arellianek. Pour notre nouvelle baronne de cour, viva!
Viva! Viva!
Leur Majesté requiert la présence de Cotmore, Indian Wickenwarden et de Suludog, Indian Wickenwarden.
Et voici que je vous vois arriver, mes prédécesseurs, nos excellences, Pédante Zillephaire et Valéria Lascaris, Angus McKeely, and Taddea Isabetta Di Bruno, Jeanne de Robin, et Geneviève de Ricard, Reinhard Passera Draculesti, Léana Doucette.
You are to be invested as their new Excellency Dragon in March. Are you prepared?
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
Nous, Matthias et Asaph Galen, Rex et Regina Orientalium, par ces mots, tourons et investissons Cotmore, Indian Wickenwarden et Silodab, Indian Wickenwarden, en tant que baronne de l'île du Dragon dormant, avec tout titre et accoutrement liés, incluant les prés, forêts, pêcheries, territoires de chasse, cours d'eau, champs cultivés ou non, peu importe leur désignation, et à les maintenir en notre nom. Nous vous chargeons de faire justice pour les gens de l'île du Dragon dormant, de garder ces terres ainsi que ses résidents de tout malfrats et envahisseurs, et de veiller à défendre les us et coutumes du royaume de l'Est.
So, with this, we would take your oath.
Nous, Cotmore, Inia, Wickenwarden,
Silodog, Indian Wickenwarden,
promet de protéger et servir le tigre de l'Est, l'étoile boréale et le dragon dormant à la hauteur de nos habilités. To give and receive counsels as required, to uphold the laws and the tradition of the East Kingdom. Que nos anciens dieux en soient témoins.
I, Matthias,
And I, Phelan,
hear your words.
and know your hearts to be faithful and true,
We promise to keep and defend you and yours,
within all our earthly powers, rightly and justly.
according to the laws and customs of our realm.
This we promise until the crowns pass from our heads,
Death takes us.
or the wolf swallows the sun.
Pour les nouvelles baronnes de l'île du Dragon dormant!
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Hakan and
come up to Tirmara, there's always a smile on your face, and you are just incredibly welcoming to everyone. And especially seeing you on Tourney Field, that smile is always there.
Right, I've seen you play the hurdy-gurdy and other instruments. How many instruments do you play? 4? Yeah, only 4. Okay. But, so you do service, you do arts. I'm also here to talk of your prowess. You are currently the Hakan champion for tomorrow, I believe. I've seen you fight on the unbelted team many times, doing with honor, prowess, courage. You do the service to the community as well. You are a deputy knight marshal as well. And I've fought you many times knowing the worth of your sword. How you are one of those sinister left-handed fighters. But you have done this for many years, and there are those who have spoken to us many times of your prowess. They have cajoled, they have begged, they have asked, and we are well pleased to listen to their advice and our own counsel and have them call before us so you may join and see what you have done.
Leur Majesté demande l'ordre de la chevalerie.
So Hakan, you will sit vigil this day, get advice from those who would give it, and we would have your answer in our afternoon court. Is there vigil information?
Oh.
So, vigil will be right after court. First hour will be theaters only, and then we'll run it, like I said, I'd say until 3.
Pour Hakan est la question à laquelle il devra réfléchir.
Vigas! Vigas! Vigas!
Please, take them away.
Their Majesties would request their bardic champions for the rules of the competition to come.
Directly following court, if the judges could meet with me at the table, with my counterpart and I, that would be great. Half an hour after the ending of court, we will begin. If all the entrants will check in with the judges. Directly following court, fantastic.
Si, judges?
Judges, right after court.
OK. 30 minutes environ après la course, si les juges pourraient rencontrer les champions juste ici, ça serait fantastique.
Round 1, bring your best.
Faites de votre mieux avec votre meilleure pièce pour la première ronde.
Round 2, you will pick from 8 topics in a hat.
Good luck.
À la deuxième ronde, vous allez piger un des 8 sujets dans un chapeau.
Finalists in round 3 will be at the pleasure of their highnesses and their majesties based on your bardic resume.
La troisième ronde sera basée au plaisir de leur majesté et de leur altesse selon votre genre de répertoire. C'est fini.
That's it.
Et ceci suspend la cour de leur majesté. Le temps est fini.
No one's moving until we move. We gotta move. Oh God. Great. Merci.
Moi, qu'elle la donne.
Moi,
Nous sommes officiers de cette baronnie. We are officers of this barony, and will serve its end and its good times and bad times. We will serve you and bring help with you in the dream.
Nous, Cote-Noire,
Sylador,
entendons vos paroles et nous reconnaissons qu'ils sont transmis avec sincérité et amour. Pour cela, nous promettons d'écouter vos conseils. Nous serons votre voix, vos yeux et vos oreilles auprès de la couronne, aussi longtemps que le roi le souhaite ou que le Ragnarok arrive.
For the officers of l'île du Dragon Dormant,
Viva!
leurs excellences demandent aux champions baroniaux de se présenter à la cour. Their excellencies request the presence of the baronial champions.
Gwen? Promets de servir la baronnie dans le meilleur de mes habilités. Je me rends fière de mon travail en tant qu'architecte.
Alors, j'aimerais vous présenter Saïd, notre champion de heavy. Jamie, 2 fois. Elle est le champion équestre et elle est notre championne de fencing. Et Marwin qui est notre championne AS. Ceci, elles sont vos champions IDD.
For the champions of l'île du Dragon Dormant.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Leurs excellences demandent leur présence de Caladan, Rowena, Ellen, Meganwade et Olev. Ragnar et Tilson aussi. Ah, Ragnar Tilson, désolé.
Ici, il arrive à être
on n'aurait pas été capable de faire cette journée. Sans vous, on aurait pu faire la journée. En effet, vous nous avez dit vous imaginez. Vous m'avez aidé à faire la couronne ancestrale à l'Église qui va venir à ce travail exceptionnel. En plus de la connaissance volontaire. Je te donne ici une petite écaille de notre dragon. Et pour toi, le petit chapeau que tu voulais faire. C'est moi qui ai fait. Ragnar, ton travail, ton sourire, ta bonne humeur, on va faire cette couronne-là sans appel. Je te donne une petite écaille. Canada, ma soeur, oui, ton travail de toutes les bannières et les décorations, ton support fait que je te donne une écaille. Merci. Et je te remets une bague. Okay. Pour nous remercier. Merci.
So, she wants to be my practice, my English. So, these 4 people is very important for us because we have only 6 weeks to prepare everything. Without a job they do, we are not here today. Olev worked on the first crown we wore, coronet, so sorry. For the coronet, they rebuilt it and he made a wonderful job. My daughter, she's my baronial translator. She helped me to make the text and helped me to be better with my English. So I love you so much, my daughter. Ragnar made this coronet for us. in 3 days. He worked very hard, and it's one of the most beautiful work I saw. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Keladon, how can I say? She made a tons of things, and we cannot say everything. Keladon, my cousin,
Too late!
For the newest recipients of the Dragon Scale.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Your Excellencies request the presence of Keladon.
Semble-t-il que vous avez une grande nouvelle à nous annoncer? You have a big event to announce? Yeah. OK, je vais faire en français, en premier. OK, samedi le 18 mai, au Fort l'Assomption, c'est pendant la fin de semaine de Victoria Day weekend. En français. On va tenir le championnat en F du tir marin. Une scala de heavy qui va être tenue par Péland et d'autres chevaliers ou d'autres mentors. Et on va aussi donner des leçons de tir de jet. So on Saturday, May 18, we're going to hold the Tir Marin AS Championship at Fort l'Assomption. And it's going to be also a heavy scala and also
throwing
weapon classes. Thank you. And information are going to be forthcoming. All the AS rules are already on the web page of Tir Marin. They've been there for 2 weeks now, but I was waiting for the answer of the acceptance before. Merci.
Pour Keladon et le nouvel événement à venir.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Ainsi s'intitule la cour de leurs excellences de l'île du Dragon dormant.
Et ceci ouvre la cour de leur majesté de terre, c'est PLL.
Your Highness, we welcome you into our court. It is quite nice to see friends travel. I got the opportunity to travel to your land and I enjoy the hospitality. We have a small very good. I believe Your Highness.
Municipality and
Their Majesties would see before them Taliesin Peregrinator, Sovereign's Bardic Champion.
Tals and you have served as Sovereign's Guards for this past year, well, proclaiming the deeds of the Sovereign, as is your right. But now it is time for you to have a rest, and I would thank you for your work and take back the regalia at this moment. Thank you.
For the good service of His Majesty's Bard, Taliesin Peregrinator, Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
This position being empty, their Majesties would see before them Reinhard Vasrav Dakulesti.
Reinhard, I apologize to your wife in particular. We promised you a time off for you to... But then you had to go and perform admirably in our Bardic Champion, such that he and His Highness could not but name you our Sovereign Champion. You know you will do well in this. You have shown that you can understand yourself. You've shown that you have the ability to get the crowd into it. You have the voice for such a role. And we would have you take your place in our champion.
Bards can transport us to distant lands. They can make us feel love, sadness, grief. They tell us of heroes and villains. They show us how to be better, how to do better, and what not to do. Bards can be a mirror if we let them, and one shines brighter than the rest. We, Rex, Matthias, and Regina Phelan, proudly name Reinhardt as East Kingdom Sovereign Bardic Champion, Anno Societatis 58. Calligraphy and illumination by Catherine Barr of Cumberland. Words by Eskar von Frostchester.
So please, take your position with our champion.
For Reinhardt's newest Sovereign's Champion of Bardic, Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Their Majesties would be attended by their consort's Champion of Bardic.
Eskar, you have filled the role of consort's Bardic Champion with skill, grace, and there's some shenanigans going on back there. I would expect nothing less, and thank you for your service, but now it is time to appoint a new
For the good service and talent of Eskar, departing consort's champion, Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Her Majesty being unrepresented in this kind, their Majesties would see before them Astrapeia.
today were fantastic. And both His Highness and I loved your work to get everyone involved, to speak with passion, with joy, and everything was from the heart. And I would name you Consorts Champion of Bardic.
The cold winds of winter sweep across our lands, and we gather to share stories and songs which bring joy to the hearts of the East Kingdom. On this cold winter day, in our Barony Hills de Dragon de Mont, we heard a performance that warmed our souls. Therefore we, Rex Matthias and Regina Phelan, proudly name Astrapeia as the East Kingdom Consort Bardic Champions, Anno Societatis 58. Calligraphy and illumination by Catherine Barr of Cumberland, words by Escar and Crofchester. For Astrapeia, newest Consorts Champion of Bardic.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Their Majesties would like to request the presence of Olav Discretion, who has a gift for the new champions on behalf of IDD.
Oh, we have to go? Okay,
Could we see the champions
Can
back,
we see
please?
the champions back?
Oh, this way? Okay, sorry.
I have pendants that I made with some in the backside. You have the Bardic champion armorials. So this is consort with the ropes. It's yours
Pour la générosité des gens de l'île du Dragon Normand.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Leur Majesté demande en leur présence Alistair, Rose et Gus.
We are very friendly. It's okay.
So, welcome. We wanted to thank you again for the service that you've done. You have been helping quite a bit at this event.
All of your hard work has reached our ears, and we would recognize you for everything that you've done and award you the Tiger's Eye. For those that are not familiar, the order is very small, but the Award of the Tiger's Eye is the Youth Service Award, and these young people have been working all day in the kitchen, and they're doing a great job. We want to make sure that they are recognized. Thank you very much for your work today. Thank you.
Leur Majesté demande devant elle, Pélandre dit le frère.
Oh my God. You have made it clear that you have not sworn an oath to us yet. We would have that rectified.
moi, Pélandre, dit le frère, vous prends tous deux comme leech. Vous êtes mon roi, ma reine. De mon mieux, je vais entraîner les troupes du dragon dormant, de Tirmara et de l'Est en autant que ça m'est permis. Mon bras est beau. Faites-en paix.
I,
And I, Phelan,
hear your word.
and know your heart to be faithful and true,
We promise to keep and defend you and yours
with all our earthly powers, rightly and justly.
according to the laws and customs of our realm.
This we promise until the crowns pass from our heads,
Death takes us.
or the wolf swallows the sun.
But I believe Her Majesty has some more business with you.
I do. You have, in the past and just now, showed everyone great feats of dexterity and ability, and we know that you are a fine warrior. And we're not going to ask you to jump down because I want you to be in your best physical state. Look, only good things happen in court. This is pretty great. We would ask you, as we move through into the spring and go into the war season, to get back in the swing of things and perhaps face our most fearsome of warriors and beings in the East, and we would call them all in.
Les enfants du royaume de l'Est sont demandés devant leur majesté. The children of the East are requested before their majesties.
I was going to suggest if you guys stayed down there, you might be able to get a little bit of a head start. But you can't go until I say. So I'm going to get one.
He knows the rules. He knows the rules.
So he's going to get down the stairs because we don't want to have.
Nope.
Their Majesties would request before them Chatrican Naganta and Gavin Kent.
Shared seats, it's fine. So, we had a bardic competition today. Gavin, you did not participate. Mickey, you withdrew because you're already doing a lot. Both of your works were great today. Gavin, entertained the crowd between rounds. Mickey, you captivated with your storytelling. And in consultation with the heirs, we were in very much agreement that we're mad. That we couldn't have you compete more and get more of your works. And we would recognize your work and give you the award of the Golden Lyre.
So again, art that you did for us today. It was wonderful.
And if you want to hang out in the room or art at us, that's okay.
For the well-earned recognition of their bardic talents.
Viva! Viva! Viva!
Their Majesties would like to see them.
A noble warrior returns from the front.
You made it!
Come on. Again, you do your service well. You carry a heavy burden that we repeat you on now.
Their Majesties would have in their presence Katsura Jin.
So, you and I got to spend a little bit of time today and get to know each other a little bit better, but we've heard a lot about you. Been researching Japanese culture, and you've really been helping out the barony with folks getting rise events, helping out, and you've also been very active on the archery range when it is not winter. But you also have a detailed knowledge of Japanese period clothing and sharing that knowledge with folks. And we only call people in to court for their reasons. And we would call you in today to make you a member of our court and award you arms.
People of the East, hear the words of Matthias and Phelan, your king and queen. Amongst all our subjects, Katsura Jin stands out by her demeanor, involvement, and creativity, as well as her willingness to help those around her. It is with joy that we make her a lady of our court and award her arms. Words by Shadia Al-Zahara, calligraphy and illumination by Camille Desjardins. Would you like to? Okay. For Lady Katsura Jin, newest member of the court, Viva!
Viva! Viva!
It's called upon the court of their majesties, Vindiorix or Devix.
Welcome. Have you been having a good day? I have, thank you. So, I mean, I know you for many things, quite but you also take, along with work, you take great pleasure in how you present yourself, how you embody your persona, first century puppet, I believe. You do a lot with that for helping people transfer that knowledge as well. You spend a lot of time on your encampment, so it is something that is representative of those from those times. These are all good things. They're near and dear to my heart, such that we have a award for those. And I would see you, for all the work that you've done with Peer Persona, I would award you the Sovereign's Order of Excellence. for the touch. I have a ring from my finger as a token for this award. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pour Vindiorix, Ordevix, nouveau membre de l'Ordre d'Excellence des Souverains, Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Leur Majesté demande devant elle, Léana Doucet.
I've been where she is. This is hard work. And sometimes it's worth the wait, so.
I would hope so.
Right.
Totally is, totally is.
So, I've just taken fencing, and when I'm talking to some of the fencers in the area, your name always comes up. Because I hear you are a beast in the melee. But everyone always talks about how you jumped in the melee, a big smile, and you just go to it.
Also, I fenced you myself. I know your skill. You are quite good with pretty short and short. Fencing is quite a bit. What I also noticed is you are helping others as well. So giving them pointers, especially from what you're saying, giving commands in the melee fields. I remember quite fondly coming to Beltane a couple of years ago and taking you and your sister and having you very adroitly 45 and then execute me.
Speaking French?
Yes, and speaking French at the same time, so I did not know what was going on. But these are good things. These show that your prowess, your skill, and there are others who have been brought to our ears and have asked and begged and pleaded for these things to happen. And we would see them call before you so you may join their order.
Leur Majesté demande la présence de leur ordre de la rapière dorée.
Is there a medallion?
Your Majesty, I just came up with this idea half hour ago. I have a pin here with a longsword on it. And as a longsword user to another longsword user, I would like you to have it.
Oh, it's a pin, okay.
It is a pin.
Times of prosperity and those of battle are well defended by sword and talon. From lands of ferocious frost dwells a heart beloved and pure of intent. Lauded by many and well celebrated on and off the field, Léana Doucet has been called today and before us kneels. Hear well these words and a message to convey, claimed by others as a companion, worthy to be recognized this day. Sweet Phelan, so wise and kind, along with Matthias, strong and true, do declare in the lands of Dragon Dormant, there is one thing they must do. Induction to Order of the Golden Rapier they happily do confirm. This and also Status 58 during the East Kingdom Bardic Champions in beloved Eastern lands Dave Gilbert. Texas by Tadia Isabetta de Bruno, and a I obey to the same.
That is nice. So, order please, escorter, and then...
please.
Yes.
Pour les nouvelles membres de l'ordre de la rapière dorée!
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
I should give it to him.
Est appelé devant la cour de leur majesté, Camille Desjardins.
What?
Was that? Oh, yeah. Next one.
So, for those unaware, and also I would remind Camille, there is a grand tradition that I became aware of that we call the Heckin' Bamboozle, where the signet is going to be called into court. They don't know it.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm back.
I'm used to it by now, I guess.
Camille, you know that the scribes are near and dear to my heart, as they are to you. And under the hard work that you've done, the scribes continue to thrive. And I know that this job was not something you wanted when you got it. It was a little early. It was a little bit of a surprise, but you hit the ground running and have been so incredibly supportive for everyone, and myself included especially, that I will recognize you today and give you my cipher. Alright, let's break the beat. Okay. It's also purple. You're amazing. Thank you for everything.
Pour Camille Desjardins, nouvelle récipiendaire du chiffre du consort, Vivas! 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 Leur Majesté souhaiterait appeler devant elle les nouveaux qui participent pour la première ou la seconde fois à un événement. Her Majesty would like to have in front of them newcomers who come for the first or second time to this land.
By the way, you are awesome.
So, we have a tradition in the East Kingdom that we like to continue with, that is started by some of our supporters. And that is that we give mugs to those who are new to these lands, so you may remember your time here. You may always find it full, and come back to us with mugs, and we will fill it for you. We hope you've had a good time. You obviously have.
Yes.
But again, thank you for coming, and we hope to see you again.
Pour les nouveaux qui participent et qui forment le sang de notre groupe, Vivas! 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 Their Majesties would have before them Corotica, Merch, Santa Bologna.
People of the East, I bring you she who once sat upon the Tiger Throne. Wolf of the Salures tribes, Crow of Clan Rashan. Spear of Firna Leon, soldier of the Northern Army. Master Brewer, Grandmaster Forrester. I bring you Countess Corotica Merca Cinemalani.
Corotica, it's a long delay, but I will admit that I am not displeased that you had to delay because this allowed us to have the honor to enjoy and welcome you. And I will say we put in a plea or a suggestion that maybe we could do it because we cherish the work that you've done and your friendship. But we would ask the question, would you accept?
I will.
Very good.
Is there a companion of the Order of the Pelican that would speak to this candidate? Yes.
Oh, no.
This comes as a surprise.
Majesties, I've actually claimed this honor.
So,
I told Corotica, I don't know at what point, that when this day came, I wanted to. So, quick background. The first time I met Corotica was in my kitchen after an event. And she was there because Mo had said at some point during the day, "Do I invite my friends over?" And that's when I met her and Finn. The second time I met them was at another event where I kind of hung out with them during the day and I kind of talked to them and I kind of got to know them a little bit better. And at the end of that day, I was their chief of staff for their rent. Anybody who has served on a range well understands the pressure cooker that you lived through for 11 months. And I will tell you that I have seen Corotica at her core. What she does, she will open herself and she will accept others. No. And she will give her herself. I have seen this tiny person hold and maintain space for others. Advocate for those who do not have a voice. Listen to those who need to speak to someone in power. And do her absolute best to honor the dream and the people that she has served. I have seen the good, I have seen the stress, and I stood by her through it all and knew without a doubt that she is a beautiful person who honored and did well by the community. I also freely admit that I've been in the SCA for 20-some odd something years. And there is something that occurs sometimes where you work closely with somebody and you see them later and someone loudly declares, "That's my queen!" And I've never really understood. I have served and worked alongside many queens. I have counseled, I have laughed, but it was never something that ever resonated. And I can stand before you all right now, and with every fiber of my heart, tell you, this is my queen, and she is my peer.
Is there? Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry who would speak for this candidate?
Your Majesty, if you allow me, I would like to speak. We asked the chivalry to speak about prowess. And when I was trying to compose something for you, I started to think about prowess. What is prowess? And prowess is nothing. Prowess is useless if you don't inspire people with it. It's not the numbers, not the results. It's the person behind it that inspire others to surpass themselves. That is really important and shows prowess. I could speak about how good you are in brewery, clothing, forestry, anything you touch, you're good, you're excellent at. But your true prowess is not that. Your true prowess is how you inspire people to surpass themselves, to be better, because you're not afraid to talk about your problems, how you're struggling to get the result you want. But you always get there. And the path is more important than the result, because you inspire people to reach that, to reach this, to reach this. And because you are a truly inspiring person, you are my friend and you are my partner.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense who would speak for this candidate?
I'm Countess Corotica Megahanta, and I will speak for the Order of Defense. I didn't memorize this, I'm sorry. It's also not a dinosaur call. So it's hard when your understanding of who you are in the society suddenly changes. When everything you thought about what you would accomplish, the person you saw yourself being, utterly transformed. You find yourself as princess and later queen. And everything you intended to do in this society slows way down. It doesn't always start up again in the same way. You have new duties, you have new demands on your time, and you have a frightening new idea of an understanding of what the society is and what it wants from you. And yet, Corotica has found a way. She has persevered. She has stayed true to herself in her vision of who and what she wants to offer the society. She has stayed true to her art, making it an offering for us all. She has built a hearth, and we are all here warming our hands by her fire. She is my peer.
Is there a companion of the Order of the Rose who would speak for this candidate?
I am Duchess Marika, and I claim that honor gladly. We have all heard tales of the warrior queens of ancient times. Boudica, of course, and Maid, who led the battle for the brown bull of Cooley, and even clever Scatha, who trained Cuchulainn in the arts of war. But where are the heroes of today, whose tales will be told in years to come? They move among us even now, and it is a right and proper thing for your majesties to recognize their work. So here stands Corotica, worthy to be considered for the Order of the Laurel. Her virtues are many and varied. She has a voice that can command armies or whisper charms to a bee. and an invitation to sit at her table is a gift indeed. Tales will be told and songs will be sung, and Corotica's place in the history of the East will long be praised and celebrated. She is certainly one of my heroes, and I hope your majesties will recognize the excellence that she brings to everything she does. Et en français un petit peu, comme nous l'avons déjà entendu, Corotica est tout à fait digne de cette reconnaissance, et ce sera pour moi une grande joie de l'accueillir dans l'ordre du laurier.
Is there a companion of the Order of the Laurel who would speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, it is with great sorrow that Master Tiberius Julius Rufus is not able to be with us today, but he has asked me to deliver his words. May I address your voice? In glassy courts where wisdom weaves its noble theme, Corotica, by merits, builds the dream. Clovis, a beacon in the artisan's ancient lore, and teaching, learning, writing, burning, and more. Through nimble hands, the embers of history trace, each spark a tale, a project, a vision embrace. As laurel and peer, I stand before the throne to support a skillful heart, an artist well known. Nominated by the laurel with a single sonorous voice, we wish her among us, and the realm rejoice. For in her crafts, a brilliance pure and clear is seen in Clovis, my peer. Let her laurels wear. So let the crown with its wisdom right deserve, decree, adorn her now in laurel's legacy.
I have one thing to say to all of you. In my time in the SCA, as your queen, as your countess, as your artisan, as your friend, as your warrior, every single one of you has been my inspiration. Thank you.
Corotica, we have heard the words of many speak for you and your own words, and we are well moved by them. We would see you inducted into your laurel and
Their majesties would have before them their Order of the Laurel.
Is there a cloak?
Yes, Your Majesty.
who made this fine cloak.
It is a rose cloak, Your Majesty. However, a laurel from Lantia named Linnea added.
Oh, wow. Is there laurel leaves?
Made by Master. Made by Master Robert.
These leaves were made by Master Robert. They are gorgeous.
Is there a medallion?
Yes, there is.
serve, counsel, and support this kingdom, its people, its peers, and its sovereigns, for as long as I am able, to trust in my ability, should I fail in this earth, may the words come to me, and the victory strike my lips.
I, Matthias,
And I, Phelan,
hear your word.
and know your heart to be faithful and true,
Promise to keep and defend you and yours,
with all our earthly powers, rightly and justly.
according to the laws and customs of our realm.
This we promise, until the crowns pass from our heads,
Death take place.
or the wolf swallows the sun.
It's the perfect moment we've all been waiting for.
It is.
It's the stroke.
Be just a moment of glasses on the back.
Hear me, gods of well and water, of brewing and healing. Hear my cry, matrons of horse, of victory, of sovereignty. I bid fortune and fame for Corotica, Merch Senebalana, daughter of the Silurs, Countess of the East, scholar of renown. Grant her clear water, ample grain, and the bounty of bees. Let her casks overflow with the boon of the brewer. Grant her swift spear throws and impenetrable armor, so she may stand victorious amidst the tiger's tribe. Grant her the bright insight of Awen, keenest kenning. Let knowledge pour forth, gracing all with her skill. This gold-torqued woman, spear-throwing stalwart, stands in the mead hall, in the battlefield, in the agora, draped in the grace of Sulis and Sorona and Sulave, raised to great heights by Epona and Andrasta and Nantosuelta, and offering succor and sustenance in the veins of Nodens and Sukalos. I call out, asking for all to recognize her glory. I name her barley charmer, wolf tamer, hearth master, and ask she be made a companion of the Order of the Laurel, as befits her labors and her talents, and wreath her thus in every form of fortune so deserved. Done this day in Ile du Dragon d'Ormond, as she feeds the host, by Matthias and Phelan, rightful and just crowns of the East. Calligraphy and illumination, Meesterin, Colvina, Valraven, Roxbury Mill, Atlantia. Wordcraft, Olav Linnea, Roxbury Bull, Atlantia.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That's a spell.
For Corotica, newest member of the Order of the Laurel, Viva! Viva! Viva!
Leur Majesté demande la présence en leur cour d'Hakan al-Bashir Abdallah.
Écoutez, grandes gens, l'histoire du sinistre Hakan al-Bashir. Apparu dans les terres de l'île du Dragon dormant il y a de cela 10 ans, le cœur martial mais tranquille et la férocité de ses tigres se développant en lui. Un poète guerrier de l'Est, ayant reçu ses armes il y a 8 ans, puis devenu compagnon du tigre d'argent, de l'ordre du tigre combattant, du troubadour et présent champion de leurs altesses, Hakan al-Bashir se présente devant vous.
Your Excellency, Count Mohammed, you have business with this man still?
Yes, Your Majesty. Hakan, you were the best squire ever. Why? Because I had to do nothing. Really. When I saw you, I immediately knows that you have everything to become a knight. The only thing I had to do is respect who you are, because you're a really genuine person. And your rhythm. That's all. You did everything. You were an example as a squire, and I truly believe that you'll be an example as a knight. But now, it's time to move on your own path and give this belt back. This belt will be held for your first squire, so the blood on this, the lineage.
Is there a companion from the Order of the Laurel who will speak to this candidate?
I will claim that honor. May I introduce you? Hi, French. Bonjour de l'Est. Je m'appelle Christiane Crane. Je suis compagnon de l'Ordre du Laurier et je parlerai pour cet homme. L'année dernière, je parle pour un homme qui a été fait chevalier. Et même si mon français est meilleur maintenant, quand je suis hésité, j'oublie tout. Donc, dans mon français simple, je dirais qu'on sait tout. Hakan est un homme extraordinaire. Hakan est un musicien extraordinaire. Hakan sera chevalier extraordinaire. But in English, I have so many more words to describe this man. And the word that comes to mind, the word that all artists need, is determination. As His Majesty pointed out earlier, Hakan is a talented singer and a musician, but he also plays the hurdy-gurdy. Now, I don't know a lot about music, but I know this. You have to be determined to play the hurdy-gurdy. It has over 100 adjustable parts. I'm told they are a nightmare to tune. The learning curve is less of a curve and more of a hurdle. But Hakan's warrior heart embraces these challenges, and he is fearless in bringing beauty into the world. He is generous with his talent and his time. He is a joy to all who hear him play. And if you have not heard him play, I encourage you, ask him to play for you. Il est aimable, il est péchant, il est tellement accueillant. Il salue toujours avec le sourire. Il est un trésor du royaume. Your Majesties, this is such a good thing you do today, and I recommend this man to you over and over and over and over again.
Is there a companion of the Order of the Pelican who would speak to this candidate?
Your Majesties, I am Serene Al-Sakina bint Maria, and I will speak for this candidate. J'aimerais vous parler d'Hakan, donc de celui qui est toujours présent, toujours volontaire, d'une incroyable aide quand on a besoin de I could tell you how he's always there, always volunteering, and a tremendous help when you need him. But we all know that. What I would like to tell you is what he does best for this society. J'aimerais vous parler de comment Hakan fait vivre notre société. Hakan, c'est une force tranquille. C'est un passionné. Il touche à tout. Il est un fier représentant de la vie. Hakan, even though he's discreet, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's a passionate. He does all the things. And he does give passion. He proudly represents what it is to be in the SCA. And he brings people to our society by sharing his passion. And more than that, he accompanies them on their path to reach their goals. Hakan, il amène des gens dans notre société. Il amène des gens en partageant sa passion. Et plus que ça, il les accompagne durant leur cheminement pour atteindre leur objectif. Moi-même, je suis là aujourd'hui grâce à lui. Parce que c'est lui qui m'a introduit à la SCA de cela bientôt 10 ans. Et Hakan, je pense que c'est he's the reason why I'm here. He's the one who introduced me to the SCA almost 10 years ago. And it was the Your Majesties, please don't do.
Is there a companion from the Order of the Rose who could speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, I am Hakan and Corotica, Order of the Rose.
Order of the Laurel? And I would speak for this candidate. I claim that honor. May I address your populace?
In the years that I have known Hakan, I have seen him grow into a ferocious fighter and an exceptional man.
Dans les années que j'ai connu Hakan, je l'ai vu grandir dans un combattant exceptionnel et un combattant féroce et un homme exceptionnel.
The roses speak to courtesy,
Les roses parlent de courtoisie.
and this man embodies courtesy, kindness, and empathy.
Et cet homme représente la courtoisie, la gentillesse et l'empathie.
Where others are loud to get their point across, Hakan has no need to.
Quand les autres sont très forts pour faire avoir leur point, Hakan n'a pas besoin de ça.
His power is there to be seen in his quiet strength and unshakable, loving character.
Sa puissance vient de sa force silencieuse et de son caractère aimant.
His power is in the joy he brings, be it on the field with sword and shield, or in the camp with his laughter and music.
Sa puissance vient sur le champ de bataille, avec son épée et bouclier, et dans le camp avec son rire et ses mélodies.
To Hakan, as a Mamluk, I say to you,
Hakan, en tant que Mamelouk, je te dis,
you embody courtesy, grace, fidelity, honor, and nobility.
tu représentes la courtoisie, la fidélité, l'honneur et la nobilité.
Phoenicia!
Phoenicia!
Phoenicia means the way of the found in El Caracal. It is family you have found in the East. It is family you have found with your friends. It is family you have found with me. This is you. Your Majesties, your Highnesses. This man is my peer. He's always been my peer, and this is a good thing you do this day.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense who would speak for this candidate?
Majesties, I am Countess Corotica Megahunta, and I will speak for this man. I have adapted my words for Hakan from the warrior poet, Antara ibn Shaddad.
Elle est comtesse Chakahanta, Megahunta, et elle parlait pour cet homme. Elle a adapté ces mots pour Hakan du poète guerrier Antara ibn Shaddad.
When swords clap and the mighty fall, this man, kneeling now, is unrivaled.
Quand les épées s'entrechoquent et les géants tombent, cet homme à genoux est inégal.
He is the heart of the tribe, as fierce as the desert sand.
Il est le cœur du tribut, aussi féroce que le sable du désert.
No ordinary soldier, generous to a fault, he gives what he has in times of drought.
Un soldat sort hors de l'ordinaire. Généreux à l'excès, il donne tout ce qu'il a en temps de sécheresse.
He lets his spear drink deep from the well of war, but shows humility when praise is offered.
Il laisse sa lance boire profondément dans les puits de guerre, mais démontre de l'humilité quand louanges lui sont données.
He has parried warriors of the dragon with blood-soaked sword, keeping the east safe.
Il a rencontré les guerriers du dragon, son épée couverte de sang, garde l'est en sûreté.
He is the man whose glory feeds his house during long years of drought, when the clouds allow not a bucket of rain.
C'est l'homme dont la gloire nourrit sa famille. Durant les longues années de sécheresse, quand les nuages ne permettraient pas un seul saut de pluie.
Il est mon père.
Is there a member of the Order of Chivalry who would follow those words with courage?
Oh, I'm going to try, but I'm not going to be very good at it. I am Master Brian McShane. I'd like to speak on behalf. I remember when Hakan first showed up at our practices, and I noticed two things. He was really quiet, and he's a lefty. And I paid for him being a lefty numerous times over the years. But I also noticed that, he's a very quiet man. Like, in his own way, he's a leader.